Hello, 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 my magical friends. It is Tuesday, time for our TLC, Tuesday live chat. So thank you for joining me. So grateful that you take a little bit of time out of your busy, hectic schedules and hang out with me every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I am Dr. Andy. I'm a certified animal chiropractor. I'm a facilitator with Access Consciousness. I have a lot of fun with dogs and animals and energy and looking at things differently. Those are few of my favorite things, I shall say. So thank you again for joining me. Hello, Miss Keisha. I got a hug. Thanks. Okay, today's TLC, a little TLC coming your way. Making new choices or managing symptoms. Well, that doesn't sound very exciting, Andy. I know, but hello. We're gonna dive in. Okay. Oh, I should get my poop hat because we're gonna talk about diarrhea. There was a time there when that seemed to be all I talked about was animals and their poop. And so it's kind of a running joke. But we're going to talk about diarrhea and how often does that occur with your animals? And how often do you just want the diarrhea to stop? Instantaneously would be great, right? And so you either run to the vet for a prescription or run to your medicine cabinet or pantry and give them a natural supplement to get it to stop. And it stops. But do you ever question beyond that? Do you ever make any changes beyond that? Do you ever wonder why it keeps coming back if it is a chronic issue in your household? So what if other changes are required instead of getting whatever it takes to get it to stop, right? And we are a society, we are a reality of that, right? Give me my pill so XYZ will stop. Sometimes that pill comes from a doctor. Sometimes that pill comes off of a natural store shelf. Sometimes it comes out of what you got in your closet, which is all well and good. But how often do we just stop right there because the symptom has been handled? And that's it. That's all we need to do. The symptom's been handled. Oh, thank God it stopped. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it again until it happens again. And how much does that limit you? How much does that not change anything? How much does that point of view practically guarantee you're going to need to go back to the shelf, go back to the vet, go back to the doctor, go back to the blah, blah, blah to get this symptom to stop again? What is that body trying to tell you? What if that is your job to question? What if that actually, well, maybe it's just me. And because it is actually my job, I really do like it. I like getting timelines and I like asking questions and when did it start? And did it start around this? And what happens when you did this? And did this make it better or worse? I mean, that's my jam. The running joke around the house is little dogs are Riggy's jam. My Doberman, he loves little dogs. It's his jam. So asking those questions and pulling out the little details, I love it. Love it. So you may not be that person. Go find somebody that does love doing that. Sit down with a piece of paper. Sit down with, you know what they used to make back in the day? Were these calendars that you hung on your wall with little squares and dates on them, like in paper form, and you would flip them every month. If you're really trying to figure out what is causing a symptom, we're going to stick with diarrhea, causing that diarrhea to keep rearing its ugly head, you might want to write some stuff down. Because as good as we all are, we don't, at least I don't. I'll speak for me. I don't remember. Did they have turkey on Wednesday or Thursday? I gotta write that shit down. And the things with sensitivities, be it foods, be it liquids, be it cleaning products, be it stuff outside. A lot of it's instantaneous and a lot of it is not. So you could be battling something that the animal was exposed to 2-3 days prior. So get a piece of paper, preferably one of those calendars. They still make them. I actually got a couple for Christmas. And start making notes. Identify the pattern and make a change. That might be the hard part, huh, folks? Make a change. Choose something else. I know, that's easy for you to say. But, I'm very busy with this, and we're very busy with this, and I don't do all the feeding, and I don't do all the walking, and I don't know everything that goes on, and, it's just so much easier. I just have, those pills in the cabinet, and I just give it to them when we have a problem. And if that works for you, that is fine. It is. What if that's fine too? But for the rest of the folks that Keisha's, I think your comment just came in about old school ways. # old school ways about the calendars. But for the rest of us that are like, I would like to choose something else here, you're going to have to make a change. Oh, here. You may choose something that doesn't help. You may choose something that makes it better. You may choose something that makes it worse. And what if all of that's okay too? It's the paralyzation? I guess that's a word, right? Paralysis. That's probably a better word. The paralysis of how often do we go to I don't know? I don't know. In general, okay, I'm going to be, I don't know if I guess I've been told I'm pretty blunt anyway. Makes me violent when people go, I don't know. Because A, you actually do know. B, it's a default to get out of actually choosing something different. So I'm talking to the few out there that are like, okay, this has happened every other month for the last 6 months. I'm tired of it. What change can I make here? And that's a great question to start with. What change can I make here? Go get a calendar. Start writing down what you feed them. Are you feeding raw? What meats are you feeding? Are you doing cooked? When did you switch from rice to oats in your rotation? Whatever that is. When did you open that bag of kibble? What part of the bag did a GI upset happen at? It's going to take a little bit of investigating. It's going to take maybe somebody asking you some questions, which is who I get to be in a lot of people's lives that are lucky enough to live in Denver and bring their animals to me. And I am lucky enough that they are here too. Don't get me wrong. It's not just one way. I'm so grateful for everybody here that chooses to bring their animals to me. That's not what I meant at all. But I get to be that person. I ask all these questions, and we get to look at things a little differently. And I'm not sure, was it the last week that if you keep it all up here, it always makes perfect sense to you? You actually need to get it out of here and into this energetic field so you can get a sense of the energy. So have a conversation with a friend, with your husband, with your children. What do they notice? Because everybody sees everything different. But only if you want to make a change. You don't want to make a change? Don't make a change. But maybe I was thinking about being a little rude. Because it's almost like then stop complaining about the symptoms reoccurring. You can take that as you'd like to take it. It was not meant to be offensive. But we all know those people, right? They don't want to make a change, so they just complain about the same problem and complain about the same problem and complain about the same problem. My point of view, again, a little little blunt, is stop complaining. Choose something else, or just continue on that path that supposedly, but that seems to work for you. You know, start with that question, what change can I make here? Start writing down. We went for a walk. Feet started chewing on their feet when we got home instantaneously. Okay, where did you walk? Did you go to the park that day? The other days you walk more on the street in a different direction. They don't come home chewing on their feet. What's that saying? The devil's in the details. So what change can you make? Okay, we're not going to go to the park for the next week. How much less red are my dog's feet? Take a picture before and after so you can see it. Because again, this will make it tricks you. It tricks you. And you're not quite sure. Well, did it really make a difference? Oh, we'll go back over there. They really want to go back over there. But back to diarrhea, because that is so dramatic, right? So what is this body trying to tell you? And yes, I'm not saying don't give them anything to stop it. But why continue down that road? And why is not a good question, but why continue down that road where you just handle the symptoms? What change can I make here? How much more enjoyable would that be for your animal? Because, we all know how much fun diarrhea is for us, right? Not fun. That also means they're missing nutrients. That means they're dehydrating. It means a lot of other things that, they just have this again. And how often do people treat it, they have this again? So what change can you make here? What pivot? And again, try something different. Maybe you're simply overfeeding them. Cut back on the food. Right? It doesn't have to be huge. But what change can I make here? And then, hey, what other change can I make here? Hey, do we need to make another change here? And managing symptoms is what we are taught here, right? If you're going to the doctor for prescriptions, or you're going to the naturopath for supplements, if you're going to your chiropractor for supplements, you are managing symptoms. Nothing is wrong with that. Let's just acknowledge that's what we're doing. And what if the target is, and it's a personal target, the target is, what change can I make here that I then can take less of this? I can supplement and listen to my body through diet. I can supplement and listen to my dog's body through diet, through exercise, through changing laundry detergent, to not washing the floors with XYZ. Like, it goes on and on and on and on. Or we can keep taking our pills, whatever form you choose, keep using the same stuff, and keep complaining about the same problems. My point of view, and you'll have to try it out for yourself, is what can I make? What can I change here? What is required here? This is not cool. Whatever I deem not cool. And that's always a point of view too, right? This is not cool here. What needs some shifting and changing? I asked the universe, bring me the information I require. Show me the people I need to contact for the information I require. I asked my animals to get involved. Oh yes, that tool. How many of you go, all right, I've had enough of this diarrhea all the time. I'm sure you're not having a great time with it either. Show me what you'd rather eat. Bring me the people that have different information about what I should feed you. Get them involved. Energetically. And literally get them involved. Because as soon as you ask them the question, the energy is going to shift. And then you breathe and you see what shows up. I know the whole breathing thing seems to be not a popular choice at the moment on this planet. But what if you took care of the symptoms? Now what change can I make here? And take a breath. Get your animals involved. And then, oh, what else could change here? And I know I get the sense that whenever I talk about changing and fun and being all of you, walls and resistance come up, because how many of us are just used to going along to get along, and that autopilot. And what change can I make here that goes beyond the autopilot? All right, my friends, unless anybody has any comments or questions to throw down below, and even if you are watching this in the future, pop them in. Little Facebook lets us know that you made a comment, and we would love to get that information back to you if you do have any questions or anything else. And thank you for catching me in the future. I think that's it. We've got Dr. Andy's World's a little quiet right now. We don't have anything necessarily coming up. We have lots and lots and lots of stuff in the works. We're going to be introducing over the next few months membership for those of you that live here in Colorado and do bring your animals in. We might expand that to those that don't live here. We're not quite sure how that's going to look yet. But we've got lots and lots and lots of stuff in the works. So, and I am back here next Tuesday, whatever the hell date that is. The 19th? Is today the 12th? 12 plus 7? Oh, the 19th, 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Invite your friends. Come with a question. I actually didn't ask earlier if anybody had anything up in their world. I usually try to, so I do apologize. And then all of these are on the Facebook page, Dr. Andi Harper. You can go back. There's actually months and months and months of lives. You can head over to the website, drandysworld.com, and there's years and years and years. No, there's only months and months and months there too of the podcast, Dr. Andy's World Positive Podcast. So tons of different information if that's what you're looking for. Tons of tools, tons of processing, tons of how to change energy with your animals. And what if it's easier than you ever imagined? All right, I don't see anything here. Everybody must be like rocking and rolling out there. I'm like, he said he paid to be an Andyite. Woohoo! I have my biggest fan right there. That's a kid even better. Oh, look at that. Podcast episodes can always be found, and Keisha put in the link. How's it get better than that? Oh, awesome sauce, my magical friends. Okay, so what change are you going to make that'll shift everything with ease and if by magic? All right. Until we meet again, how much fun can you have with your animals? Mwah. Bye-bye.